Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. And we got some pretty good stuff going on this week in Online. We're going to be starting off with the money bonuses like usual. Now before anyone asks, this is the Ubermarkt Rebel GTS standing behind me here. This is one of the discounted cars this week, so I always get questions about what cars are standing behind me. It's always a vehicle that is active in the update week. Anyways, we're going to move into talking about what is on bonus money and RP. To start off with, the first and last dose missions that are just outside of the freak shop that you do with DAX are all double money and double RP for this week, so those are going to be paying pretty decently. Gerald's caches are also double money and double RP every single day. They are going to spawn in randomly, so just look for this icon on your map and go there and you will find a small little crate that you can collect, and you will get double money and double RP for doing so for the remainder of this week. We also have stash houses on double money and double RP as well, so make sure you guys are doing those. You go there, raid them, and then you get the goods. In addition to this, we also have the trapdoor adversary mode on double money and double RP this week. This is our only kind of mode that we have on double money and double RP. Trapdoor is pretty fun. I used to play it on my old character. Overall, a pretty decent adversary mode. I'd recommend giving it a shot, especially if you're lower leveled for this week. Now, in addition to this, we also have another pretty good bonus. We have double money and double RP on taxi work. Imagine that, guys. So after you've done 10 taxi missions in one day, you'll finally be getting $4,000 instead of $2,000 for doing your taxi missions. This is going to be one of the worst ways to make money this week. By no means do the taxi work. It's going to be terrible. However, what we do have is double money and double RP on street dealers in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you don't know what the street dealers are, basically they're going to be 3 dudes that spawn in on your map every single day, once per day, and you can sell your MC business product to them from your lab here, your factory here, your counterfeit cash factory right here, as well as your this right here. Now this is going to be double money and double RP this week, which means it's actually worth it to sell to the street dealers because they are going to pay you a decent amount of money for this stuff, and it means you're not going to have to do your MC sale missions, which is pretty nice. And the final bonuses of the week, same as last week, we have double supplies from Acid Lab resupply missions, as well as a 1.5 times or a 50% speed boost on acid production within your Acid Lab. So those are some pretty good money bonuses this week. They're actually a lot better than I was even expecting. There's a lot of different ways to earn extra money this week. Definitely make sure you are taking advantage of particularly the 50% speed boost with the Acid Lab, as well as the street dealers and the stash houses, as well as the G's caches. Those are all going to be the best ways to earn money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now next up, of course, we have to talk about the discounted vehicles of the week, and we're going to start off on Legendary Motorsport. Starting off on the first page of Legendary, we have the Western Power Surge available this week on discount. Western Power Surge is the fastest motorcycle top speed wise in the entire game. Now it is due to a speed glitch. There are several speed glitched bikes in Grand Theft Auto Online. The Western Power Surge is just the newest of them, and it is the fastest of them at this point. This thing being $1.1 million is a pretty good deal. It's a pretty decent handling bike as well, so you could potentially win some motorcycle races using this bike. And for this price, I'd say you should probably pick it up if you plan on doing any motorcycle races at some point in the future, or you want a fast vehicle for getting around in free mode. Next up, moving on to the two-door section on Legendary Motorsport, we will find when we scroll way down, the Annis RE7B is on discount this week for $1,732,500. The Annis RE7B is a former fastest supercar in Grand Theft Auto Online. This thing absolutely dominated when the Cunning Stunts DLC released. I got a lot of memories with this thing. However, in today's climate in GTA, not the most useful supercar ever. Doesn't have that much customization either, which is pretty sad. It's got this livery as well as one other one, so not a whole lot that you could really do to it. It's still fast, it still has pretty decent handling. If you guys are interested in a new supercar, paying 1.7 mil for this is not a bad idea. And finally, moving on to the four-door section on Legendary Motorsport, we will find 2 discounts. One is on the Enos Deity and the other is on the Ubermarkt Rebel GTS. This is the car that you saw standing right behind me. The Enos Deity is an Imani Tech capable 4-seater in Grand Theft Auto Online that's actually pretty good. Performance-wise, not the greatest car ever, but it does have an armor upgrade and Imani Tech upgrade, which means you can put a missile lock-on jammer on it, or of course the remote control device. It's also got optional front-mounted machine guns, a proximity oil slick mine dropper, and it does have bullet-resistant windows, up to 15 shots from an assault rifle, and I believe 4 shots from a heavy sniper Mark II. So overall, it's a decent vehicle for free mode. I'd say pick it up if you guys are interested. Lots of customization as well. I do have a recent customization on my channel if you guys are interested in that. The Rebel GTS is one of the faster SUVs in Grand Theft Auto Online. I put it probably in the top 5. Also one of the best looking SUVs in the entire game. Has so much customization that can be done to it. I think that this is definitely one you guys should be picking up this week if you don't have one already. Such a good looking vehicle, super realistic. It's based pretty heavily off the BMW X5 or the BMW X5M, depending on the upgrades that you put onto it. Really decent, and for 700k you cannot go wrong with this. Same with the Deity for 830 grand if you have the trade price. This is an absolute steal of a vehicle. Next up on Warstock Cash and Carry, you will find that the Taxi is discounted this week. I would not recommend picking this thing up. It's just generally pretty useless. You don't need it to do taxi work either, which is a common misconception. It doesn't have any customization. You literally can't do anything to this vehicle, so I would absolutely recommend not picking up the Taxi. It's just simply not really worth it. The Brigade 6x6 is also discounted this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. This is another vehicle that I don't recommend buying through Warstock. I would definitely recommend purchasing this thing at the Freak Shop. Once you've completed the initial first dose missions, there's 6 of them, you will bring a Brigade 6x6 back to the Freak Shop, which then you can purchase, and it'll be the same price except you kind of avoid all the garbage that comes with purchasing it on Warstock. There's a little bit of stuff that happens with it that's just not worth doing. Make sure you just purchase it in the Freak Shop. And in addition to this, the equipment upgrade within the Brigade 6x6 to turn it into the Acid Lab is also discounted by 30%. So that is pretty awesome. And on Southern San Andreas, last but not least, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Classic available on discount this week. This is a pretty awesome car. It's got a lot of good customization, pretty decent performance overall. For $400,000 if you don't have the trade price, or $300,000 if you do, you cannot go wrong with picking up a Bravado Gauntlet Classic. This thing is awesome. So there you have it, guys, for the bonus money as well as the vehicle discounts in Grand Theft Auto Online this week. Let's head on over to the casino and talk about the podium vehicle, and then we'll head to the LS car meet and talk about the prize ride. In the casino, we will find the Weenie Issy Sport is available as the podium vehicle this week. This is an awesome car, definitely a fast sports car in Grand Theft Auto Online, a good one for racing as well. Definitely kind of more suited towards rallying, I would say. It is all-wheel drive and it does have very good performance generally, as well as a pretty decent amount of customization. If you have the opportunity this week, you should absolutely try to win the Weenie Issy Sport. Within the LS car meet, the Gallivanter Baller LE LWB Armored is available as the podium vehicle for this week. Now, in order to win this thing, you're going to have to place top 2 for 2 days in a row, which is a relatively easy challenge to do, and you're going to have to do that in LS Car Meet Series races, so not pursuit races, just the regular races. If you can find people to do it, you should absolutely try to win this thing. It's otherwise like a $300,000 to $500,000 vehicle. It can take 2 RPGs as well, so it's, semi-armored. The windows are also bullet resistant, so that is another added bonus. And of course, last but not least, your time trial this week is LSIA 2, and your RC Bandito time trial is Construction Site 2. Your HSW time trial is going to be somewhere on your map. Unfortunately, I can't show you because I'm on PC, but make sure, if you have that available to you, that you are doing that this week for a free $250,000. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed this, if it helped you out, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.